Hey guys, Michaela here, coming to you from still in Puerto Escondido. A few more days, counting them down. It's interesting getting ready for this upcoming trip because I've been here long enough for this to kind of, settled a little bit, I guess, as much as you can do in 3 months. But I've become attached to a few things. Like, I love where I'm staying. The food. I had a friend. She's gone back to Canada now, but she was here for the most of the time that I was here, and that was divine. And then the little puppy that I posted about on my accounts. She was just such a sweetie, she is such a sweetie, and would come and see us. And my puppy dogs are out here with us. So it's a little bittersweet leaving. Some of the construction noise I'm a little happy to get away from, but who's to say it's not going to be, one of my requisites for settling, should I choose to do so, is solitude. Don't have much of it here, and that's okay. It's been, when I started this trip, all I knew was that I wanted to be on the beach, and I didn't know what that looked like. So going through Mazatlan, going through Puerto Vallarta, going through, and then coming here, I've gotten a clearer idea of what that would look like. And while I do want beach, of course, I want solitude. And anyway, but not complaining. It's been wonderful here for the most part. There is construction, so it's kind of up and coming, and I'll post more about where I stayed once I'm no longer staying here. But it's not as, I don't know, I guess any other time I've done something like this, I've moved cross country a few times in my life, and packing to move somewhere new always has involved pretty major chore lists and packing and logistics. And while this does have some logistics to it, like getting the paperwork for my animals is the biggest piece of it, most of those were pretty much done. So all I need to do now is I need a plug for my car to be able to plug in my Starlink through my adapter port, and I had one coming from Amazon, and that package never made it to me. A couple other packages did, so grateful for that. I was able to get a printer, which is also a big deal here. Like all this stuff I need copies of all of this, and I have to be able to translate it into Spanish, so Canva has been useful for that. But just trying to get a document printed is, in certain places, insane. Like if you're in other places closer to the border, it's more common that they're going to have copious places, but here I've seen one place. Oaxaca City was a little harder to come by, but anyway, so getting a document printed can be stressful, much less, I'm crossing 5 borders soon, and so that means at least 6 copies of everything. And so everything being my vehicle stuff, my animal stuff. One of my cats, I can hear him crying from inside. He's so loud. Anyway, so I was able to get a printer. I should have just brought the one I had with me, but of course, hindsight. So I had to buy a little one that's kind of, I don't know if it's portable, but it's really small, and I'm really happy with it. Anyway, it's details that matter only to, someone going through it. But I don't have I got to run all these errands. I got to forward my mail. I got to do this. I got to do that. It's just, I went and did laundry today. And then I do need to go pick up a fire extinguisher. You have to have a fire extinguisher for your car to drive into Nicaragua. And I've got to get, like I said, the plug, a few groceries, and then we're set. And then I guess the next part is, packing isn't, I'm pretty much already packed except for clothes and some of my books and stuff that I've taken out, but still, that's easy to do. It's just a car full. And then the animals, that's, I guess, if I have anxiety left about, the logistics, it's I wish I could explain to my animals, hey, we're getting in the car again and we're going to go. And now the dogs they're fine. But the cats, that's a different story because they've got to go in their little soft carriers. And yeah, once they're in, they're okay, but it's a little stressful trying to get them in there. So, and that is if I can find them both when it's time to leave, because that's not always happening either. So we'll see. We'll see. It'll go smoothly. That's what we're expecting, to be pleasantly surprised. And I don't know. I'm not 100% clear that I have exactly what's needed to smoothly cross all these borders, but I've also not attached to it being within a certain time frame. Like, I definitely have lodging set up, but I also bought insurance so that on that lodging, which I never do, but I did it because I don't know how it's going to go. So I can't be attached to it. I don't have anywhere to get to necessarily because I can work remotely. So not attaching to it being in a certain time frame is important. Now the time frame becomes more of an issue as we go past the 2-week mark, because then some of my paperwork for the animals might start to expire. But even then, I could just find another vet, and so it's, well, the one I'm working with is amazing. He's probably going to help me out all the way through to Costa Rica. But I think in Nicaragua, like, Costa Rica is the one spot that cares about export papers. So I'm thinking I might be able to get them here. I think that's what my current vet is trying to help me do. But I think I could also get them in Nicaragua. And I'm in Nicaragua for about 5 days. So that would be, I am working 3 of those days, but it wouldn't, be hard to accomplish getting paperwork in Nicaragua if the Mexican papers don't work. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but so goes my life. So yeah, just attached to some food and the puppy, and my friend's already gone. Definitely have enjoyed my time at the beach here. It's a very unique and beautiful beach, and I'm grateful to have had it. And then the sunsets have been incredible. And nostalgia's already kicking in. Nostalgia's such a bitch. Already kicking in around the things that I'm not going to have anymore, but it's also like, I'm not going to have them here. I should go capture every sunset before I leave, because it's my last sunsets. They're my last sunsets in Puerto, but not my last sunset. So just reminding myself of these little things. So I got some visitors here. All right. Well, that's the update for now. Ready to hit the road. The car, I think I'm going to keep her dirty just because it's less of a target, maybe. Also trying to not entertain those thoughts, right? Because that's the first thought that comes to everybody's mind is the danger of particularly a solo woman traveling through Mexico and then Central America, driving. And sure, there's definitely that, but we can't live from a space of fear. And much of what I've heard, I've not encountered. Like, the crap that I heard about Mexico, I haven't seen that. I haven't, not to say it's not happening, but it's also, I'm not hanging out with cartel and getting involved in their business. And on the road, I'm traveling during the day. After Mexico, I don't think there's toll roads anymore. But doing my best to stay vigilant and not make stupid moves, not put myself in situations that, welcome or make me more susceptible to the danger, but also not letting fear, hey guys, hush, determine whether or not I do these things. So I will keep you posted and talk again soon.